tablet for sure. The tab.
Happy holidays.
Until now, you've had two choices for a tablet computer.
Yes, the iPad or not have a tablet. But now there's a third choice.
Samsung saved the coolest product in their Galaxy line for last. Introducing the Tab. This super thin and light tablet has a 7-inch touchscreen and runs on Android 2.2. So browsing the web or downloading apps is just a few taps away. Plus, the dual cameras allow you to video conference or take pictures, there's support for flash sites, and microSD expandable storage, all for 600 bones.
Now, the Tab is actually smaller than we thought it would be. It's only 7.5 inches across. It's about half an inch thick, which is as thick as the iPad. And it's heavier than it looks, a little under a pound.
Yeah.
The iPad weighs about 1.5 pounds. So what do you think of the design, Kev?
I think your comment about the weight is spot on. It looks so much smaller than the iPad that when I picked it up, I thought, oh, it's heftier than I wanted it to be. I do like that they crammed a camera on the front and back. The carbon fiber backing on it is a nice touch. As you can see, it gets a little smudge-like. And then, you know, the producer was like, oh, you can totally put in your back pocket. And I was like, oh, yeah, this won't fit in the back pocket. But hold on, sexy demonstration time. It totally does.
Oh!
So you're going to be, hey, guys, I'm just Galaxy tabbing. You do have to walk. You kind of have to have, like, you look like a total douche bucket with, like, the tablet. You can always tell when someone's got a Galaxy in their pocket.
What's douche bucket is
the
that
tab,
walk,
or the
Kev?
what was that?
What's douche bucket is that walk you
That's what I was saying, yeah. But you cannot walk normally with a tab in your pocket.
Yeah.
There's no way to do it.
Samsung's Galaxy phones have some of the best touchscreens in the business. So how do they compare to the Tab?
It's only okay, really. The responsiveness of the touchscreen is hit or miss. Sometimes it works exactly like you want it to. Those are the times it hits. Other times it feels really slow. That would be a miss. That said, you'll get used to it. There's support for multi-touch, as you're seeing. And we like the Android 2.2 experience on the larger 7-inch screen, which is cool. It's got a 1024 by 600 resolution, which is good. But we wish it was Super AMOLED like other Galaxy devices. That would really give a screen the resolution and the crispness that you expect from a tab. I mean, this isn't a phone. This is supposed to be a little bit better experience.
Right. Well, is it fast when launching games and apps?
Yes, launching them, absolutely. It actually usually beats the iPad or other mobile devices when it comes to launching apps like Angry Birds. The problem is that once those apps are launched, they tend to run slower than the cell phone or the iPad equivalent. We're not really sure why. It could be a RAM issue, but it's there. You'll get into the app quicker. The actual performance kind of suffers.
Okay. And arguably, the internet experience is one of the most important parts of any tablet.
Well, let's argue about it.
Okay. Well, how did the Tab do?
Actually, not so well. That's the problem. The browser on this thing, which should be, I think, again, you're right, arguably the most important application and experience here, it seems sluggish. It's not very responsive to the touch, especially when you're trying to load flash sites, which should be a big deal in the whole Android versus iPad argument. It needs to be improved with a software upgrade because right now, it's not anywhere close to the experience of an iPad. And as you're seeing here, the Droid X, the cell phone, is actually faster loading g4tv.com/AOTS, the Attack of the Show website. The cell phone is faster than the Tab. What? I'm not really that upset about it, but it is kind of crazy.
Yeah. The Tab is compatible with all the Android apps in the marketplace, which is nice.
Yes, and that means they'll load pretty quick because they've all been optimized for mobile phones. The Tab should be more powerful. The catch is that not many of them are optimized for the tablet experience, so there's not like a high-def version of these applications right now that'll take advantage of the larger resolution. On the iPad side of things, there's the iPad Plus apps. Those give you the high-def graphics and whatnot. That does not exist for Android as of yet.
Well, how's the quality of both the front and back cameras?
They're not bad. They're not bad. You're fine with the sexting and whatnot. 3-megapixel camera on the back takes relatively good pictures, and it has a flash, as you can see. The 1.3-megapixel front-facing camera is more than adequate enough to handle video conferencing, and it's nice that it has that feature. I mean, it's something that the iPad should definitely have had out of the gate, so kudos to the Tab for having it.
But is there expandable storage?
Yes, but you can only get up to 34 gigs. It feels like everything with this device is yes, but 2 gigs of internal memory, and it comes with a 16-gig micro SD card. Look at that thing right there. Card porn. But the slot will only support up to 32 gigs, so keep that in mind.
Why is everything sexual with you?
Because I'm a pervert.
Okay, then. Well, it is only $600, and you'll have to pay $20 a month for 1 gig of data on Verizon. But at least it's without a contract.
That is true.
Is it a buy? Don't buy?
It's a don't buy.
Oh.
All right, angry graphic. The overall user experience needs some work, especially the browser, and the pricing really isn't all that competitive. If you want a tablet this holiday season, pick up the Wi-Fi iPad for $500 or the 3G version for $630. Now, I know all the fanboy tweets are coming at me, and that's fine. Bring it on, internets. I will say, I want a competitor to the iPad. I really wanted this device to beat it. And I want Android because I'm a fan of open source. I'm a fan of open software.
Sure.
I want Android to be that competitor. Unfortunately, the Tab just isn't it as of yet.